What is next for Tom Holland's Peter Parker in the MCU? Of course, this is the big question after Spider-Man No Way Home. The huge success of that film. We know that Spider-Man 4 is in development. We know that we're getting the college trilogy, but we don't know anything about it. We don't know when it's coming out. We don't know what types of characters it's going to be, what type of villains, or what type of story they're going to tell. We just know that there's more stuff coming. We just don't know what it is. So, of course, that leaves all of us fans up to our crazy speculation. And when it comes to this next Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man 4, some people are saying that, maybe it'll be a MCU Spider-Man versus Venom movie, especially given that post-credit scene in No Way Home. You had the bit of the symbiote. Maybe that's going to happen in Spider-Man 4. Other people are saying that no, they're not doing that here. They're going to save that for like Spider-Man 5 or Spider-Man 6. Other people are hoping for a more grounded take on this character, which is heavily set up in No Way Home. Have some Daredevil, some Kingpin, maybe even some Black Cat as well. And Black Cat is exactly what we were talking about today in this video, because we have some updates on this about whether or not she will be in this movie, and if not, what she is going to be doing. So we have this report right here from Ember on Culture on Twitter, who apparently during the Spider-Man No Way Home times was leaking photos and a bunch of reliable information. So this is somebody that is in at Sony and has the scoops when it comes to Spider-Man in the MCU. So they just put this out the other day saying that looks like Black Cat will not be a part of Spider-Man 4's story. MCU Peter Parker's love interest remains Michelle MJ Jones Watson. Yeah, so this news heavily disappoints me right here, because I think this is the perfect time to introduce Black Cat for this version, because Black Cat, she's a great character. Felicia Hardy, a character I really want to see opposite Tom Holland's Peter Parker, and just the position he's in at this point in time, it is perfect to introduce Black Cat, because he's at a point where he has literally nothing. At the end of No Way Home, he has nothing. No family, no friends. Nobody knows who Peter Parker is. He's stuck living in an apartment, and all he has is Spider-Man. So he's going to be consumed by that. He's going to be completely lost in his life, full-on depression mode, and he's not going to know what to do. So then when this new cat burglar shows up, starts flirting with him, that is the perfect opportunity to do, I wouldn't say necessarily like a full-on romance, but it's always just that playfulness between these two characters where it's like, it's almost like a will they, won't they type thing, where it's not a full romance, but just that flirtation between the two characters is always something fun to see. And I think just this would be the perfect time to do that story instead of wait and do it, later when he's dating Gwen Stacy, or when he gets back with MJ, Zendaya's character, which probably is the most annoying part of this for me here, is saying that they want to go back to Zendaya's MJ Michelle Jones Watson being his love interest again, which, I get it. I understand it. She was a great love interest for the Home trilogy. I think she was a great character. I really enjoyed her character. And obviously the real life chemistry between Tom Holland and Zendaya, they're dating in real life. Rumors are that they're getting engaged soon, and they're going to get married and settle down and have kids and everything. And that's beautiful. I'm happy for them and everything, but they would just ruin the ending of Spider-Man No Way Home, I think, because it was just such a heartbreaking ending. The way that Peter goes to tell her who he is, that he loves her, but then he realizes that she and Ned are better off without him in their lives. So he decides, for their sake, to not reveal himself. And is one of the most heartbreaking things, but that's something that comes with the character of Spider-Man, is that you have to make those self-sacrifices in order to, help others out. So this is something that just really annoys me right here. Like, I wouldn't mind if, eventually he got back together with Zendaya's MJ, but especially not in Spider-Man 4. This is something that has to take plenty of time, and that's why it would work to have, Black Cat is a love interest, or at least a flirtation for at least Spider-Man 4, maybe even Spider-Man 5 as well, and then throughout Spider-Man 5 and 6, then you transition back into Zendaya, or possibly even introduce Gwen Stacy. But then we go back to the whole Black Cat side of things here, and says, make no mistake, there are plans for her. Sony is discussing making a Black Cat movie set in the SSU. Sony's Spider-Man universe, whatever they're calling it. The decision to exclude her from Spider-Man 4's story buys them more time to decide what to do with this beloved character. Okay, not a terrible idea. I mean, Black Cat, obviously Sony, they're developing a bunch of Spider-Man characters, giving them their own movies. Venom is one that makes sense. Morbius is kind of an idea that works. Just, we saw how that turned out. Kraven the Hunter is not a character that needs his own movie. We don't need an El Muerto movie or a Hypno Hustler movie or a Madam Web movie. But Black Cat is a character that could work on her own, getting her own movie. But the way I see it, they had their chance. I mean, they were for years developing a Black Cat movie. They were even developing a Black Cat and Silver Sable movie. Both of those went nowhere. And I'd say, Sony, take it as a sign. It's not working out for you. Let Marvel Studios handle this character, because they could just do this so much better. And just seeing what Sony has done to some of these characters in their universe here, I mean, just that Morbius post-credit scene is the best example of how bad Sony is at setting up this universe. I really don't want them to do that to Black Cat. I would really much rather have her be a part of the Marvel Studios co-production of Spider-Man 4 or 5, just somewhere in the MCU, honestly. Or if they do want to do a Black Cat solo movie, okay, fine, but can it please at least be a co-production between Sony and Marvel Studios? There's rumors that the Spider-Woman movie is going to be a co-production. So let's get a Black Cat movie in the MCU. I think that'd be pretty cool. If not, and they just want to make this trashy Black Cat movie, which Ember goes on to talk about some other details and rumors about, is apparently they want a major theme of this movie to be about like sexual assault and abuse and stuff like this. And apparently the female higher-ups within Sony think that's a terrible idea, but then the guys are like, oh yeah, let's do it. So that sounds terrible, but how about if they really want to do Black Cat, but not in the Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland's universe, and keep going with Zendaya, whatever, ruining the story and all that stuff, how about give us Spider-Man Andrew Garfield, TASM 3, hashtag make TASM 3, give us Black Cat now. I mean, literally, Felicity Jones, she played Felicia Hardy in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Bring her back. Bring Andrew Garfield back. We all want TASM 3. Give us a Black Cat storyline. Again, another perfect opportunity for this character. We know that Andrew's Peter is in dark times right now. Perfect opportunity for him to be tempted by the lust and the flirtation of a character like Black Cat. That would work really well. But is that going to happen? No. They're going to make an abuse Black Cat movie with something about like, the tears of her mascara gives her the inspiration for her Black Cat domino mask. I'm not making that up either. That is like actually something that they were apparently discussing and planning on doing. But yeah, this is all just really disappointing. Because I just think Spider-Man 4 is the perfect opportunity to introduce Black Cat into the MCU to Peter Parker, to Tom Holland's Peter Parker specifically. But I mean, if they're not going to do that, why go and ruin the character in your own movie with these terrible ideas? Like, this is such a great character. She has so much potential. We've been waiting decades to see this character make her live action debut actually as Black Cat, and to just butcher her in her debut, I really don't want that to happen. She deserves so much better. But for now, guys, let me know all your thoughts on this in the comments below. What do you think about these rumors? Would you have liked to have seen her in Spider-Man 4? What do you think about this whole solo project idea? Would you want to see a Black Cat solo movie? And what do you think a Black Cat solo movie could even be about? So anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit that subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the Marvel life.